These are some of the best headphones I've ever auditioned. Let me tell you why. Dave Taylor here, and this time I'm looking at audio gear, specifically these. These are the Beyerdynamic Aventho wireless. And you look at them and you think they're pretty modest looking headphones, but boy, they're more than that. One of the many things that make these really cool is they actually come with an app for your smartphone that lets you actually sort of analyze your hearing, and then it develops a sound profile based on your hearing, your exact ability to hear different frequencies, and then you can use that, and here's an example on the screen, you can use that to boost the sound of whatever you're listening to match or compensate for where you actually have maybe less hearing ability at some frequencies than others. So amazingly cool. Now, I wish it also gave me some sort of score that said, dude, you're losing your high-end hearing there. That's something important to know. It doesn't do that, but the app does give you access to all the different controls. One of the other cool things about this is that there aren't a lot of buttons because this is a touch panel. So there's a whole sequence of different gestures. So for example, tap and up increases volume. Move forward, next track. Previous track, volume down. There's all these different gestures, and it takes just a couple of seconds to figure them out. And then it's super easy because you're not hunting for buttons when you have these actually on your head like this. Now, of course, there are still a couple of plugs and buttons. As you can see in this close-up, there's one for the optional cable. So if you don't want to use Bluetooth and you want to just plug it in, or maybe your Bluetooth battery has gone away, no worries. And what I mean by gone away is needs to be charged. No worries, you can plug it in and use it as wired headphones. Really like that I have that option. And there's also the power on off button, which we'll come back to, and the charging connector, which is just your regular micro USB. So pretty nice, pretty nice. They go and are adjustable at various levels, and they don't really fold up much other than like this, so you get them flat, but that's okay because one of the things that Beyerdynamic has done, which I just think is fantastic, is it comes with this great heavy canvas case. You put the headphones in, you cinch it tight, and it's ready to travel, and it's safe, and it's not a big clunky box. Can't stand these headphones that come in these big firm boxes that are just a pain. I never use them ever. I don't know if anyone uses them, but I definitely don't. So these, make them flat, put them in the bag, and you are ready to rock and roll. So really, really like all of the attention to detail with these headphones. Now, let's talk about them because they also have some amazing sound characteristics. One of which is that they're built on top of Beyerdynamic's wonderful Tesla drivers. So they have their own driver design, and it just gives you pretty phenomenal sound, really nice. These have a frequency response of 10 to 40,000 hertz. That is way above and below my hearing, but it also actually has the ability for you to fine tune it, and I keep apparently triggering Siri. That's what's going on with my phone. But you know, it gives you the ability to fine tune it so that you get everything that you can out of the music. Has 105 decibels of sensitivity. It's running on Bluetooth 4.2, which is the very latest version of Bluetooth prior to Bluetooth 5.0, which is just rolling out now. And boy, does it support a lot of different compression and decompression algorithms for music. So, you ready? It supports HSP, HFP, A2DP, AVRCP, GAVDP, aptX, HD-ATPX, AAC, and SBC. That's a lot of different choices. But what it means is whatever you pair it with, odds are pretty good it's going to be able to establish a really high quality, rich sounding connection. So even with my iPhone, which doesn't support a lot of different things, it actually found aptX support in my iPhone 10. Didn't even know I had that in the iPhone, but it worked with that. And oh man, it sounds really good. So, touchpad earpiece, and the battery goes on forever. I mean, I've been listening to these for day after day after day, and I'm still at a 60% charge. In fact, with a 2-hour charge, these will last 20 hours. That is a really long time for Bluetooth headphones. That means, realistically, based on my experience, if I charge these Sunday night, they will work for me through the entire week. Now, you know, how does that work? Am I only listening for a couple hours a day? No, I'm not, but they just last forever. Really nice. This is black. They also come in brown. And look, even the box is really cool with the flames and everything. They got so much right with this. And the sound, oh man, the sound is really good. These are some of the very best headphones I've ever heard. And they don't have active noise cancellation or anything, but they are snug, so they tend to cancel out most of, well, cancel out's probably not the right word. They block out most of the environmental sound, so they are nice isolating headphones. Now, one of the two issues I have with them is that they are a little tight for my head, so my expectation is over time they'll loosen up a little bit as this head bar sort of loosens a little bit. So, not a huge fan of that. The other thing that does drive me a little crazy is the little power button. As you saw in that earlier close-up, the power button is really kind of hard to work with. I don't know whether I just got a unit that had a weird button or what, but even just pushing it with my finger isn't enough. I have to push it with my nail and push it in pretty enthusiastically, and that's annoying. I'm not sure why that ended up being the case. This would be something you'd think would have a nice, easy, straightforward button. But again, not a big deal. It's just something you get used to, and if you get one of these, the unit you have might have a different feel to the button than mine, and it's totally worth it because the sound stage, the richness, the presence, the lack of bright highs, the bass if you want to turn up your bass, all of that sounds fantastic. And then of course you can use your app to just make sure that it's matching your individual hearing profile. How cool is that? Now, before I tell you the price, because it does come with a fairly substantial price tag, let me ask if you can click on the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. Now, these Beyerdynamic Aventho wireless headphones will put you back $449. You can find out more about them at Beyerdynamic.com. They're not available until February of 2018, so these are an early unit, which is another reason that probably that button will be acting differently once the production units are shipping. But man, if you're looking for some really nice high-end headphones that don't look super fancy but just give you beautiful sound and they're portable, then these are a really excellent choice. I am definitely moving to these as my primary headphones. And I get a lot of different headphones to audition. So check it out, I say, and I'll catch you in my next video.